Welcome to my series on the flat earth design and model. This is video 6 or 7, I've lost track, sorry. But today we're going to do a bit of an experiment to show you people what's going on here. See the flat earth design here, we have the southern hemisphere up to the Tropic of Capricorn, and the northern hemisphere from the north to the Tropic of Cancer. Our flat earth, our Earth's magnetic field comes out of the north, comes to the Tropic of Cancer, goes down, gets pulled down the counter forces into the Earth, across the Earth and up here, and then down again the Tropic of Capricorn, through the Earth and back up into here. It's all via the Sun, through the Sun and out. And what's created between the tropics here gets sucked into here. I call this the EMF, but there's this energy here that's being sucked in here. So we have this energy being sucked in the top here, whatever's created here, whatever science wants to call it, and at the bottom end we have just the Earth's magnetic field. Just the flowing Earth's magnetic field is at the bottom. You could say it's negative, but I'm thinking they're either both positive. You've got to go a bit deep into this. You could say positive and negative being sucked into the Sun. The Sun is equal. Yeah, the Sun is equal. It's got the equal amount of positive ions and negative electrons. So that's equilibrium, say. You could just about say it's neutral. But it's attracting these two forces. That gets pulled into there because it's a stronger magnetic field. And Earth, the magnetic field through Earth obviously comes back up in here. Now, a lot of science wannabes laugh at the fact I've created this model here. And I've told them it works on a ring magnet. You know, I never had a ring magnet when I found all this design. I'm telling everyone it was like a ring magnet. I finally got a ring magnet out of a microwave oven. And sure enough, it works exactly like that. This gap here. Now, as skilled children, or maybe half flipping science wannabes out there, don't realise this is what a ring magnet is doing. So I'm about to show you. Okay? We're going to show you the field does not go all the way from the south pole to the north pole on a spinning ball. It all comes to here. This is the EMF. This is the imbalance and the strong force. There has to be an imbalance for the electrons to flow. So I've been calling that the weak force and the strong force, but you could say this is the weak force, the southern field. All around the southern field is the weak force. There's the strong force. Inside, there's another picture of it here. Inside the cone, that's the choke point. That's where all the bulk energy is. This system around here is being sucked into here, through to there, and this is where you get the energy, the bulk of the energy. Proton or whatever, positive, negative coming off the Earth, flowing water maybe, it's even better. These copper windings, it's a big vortex, basically it's a spun, like a wound capacitor, spinning to this choke point. This is a wound capacitor too, but this windings is the same length overall as the windings in here. I've shown this probably be the magnetic field or whatever's going on spiraling into here, but the windings are actually it's like an internal system like this, maybe, or you can create a cone out of it, maybe. I'm not a physicist or an electrical engineer, I need help. But this will be the wiring system, positive, negative. This end of the wire starts here, gets wound all the way around, and the other end of it cuts across here, catches this wire here, that gets tied up, and the end of that wire will end up down here, the other end of it. That's your positive feed. And then you create the loop, of course. Well, this video is about showing you this tropical gap on a ring magnet that you've probably never seen before. So bear with me because I'm not going to cut the film, okay? take this base off. Put it down here. A bit of wood. And there is my magnet. Now, I have a pile of iron sand here. Beautiful iron sand. I'm going to show you what happens. I'm going to sprinkle all that sand on there. Fill it right up. There we go. Completely covered, like a little hedgehog, the shape it is at the moment, because it's a bit off centre there. Now, here's the trick. I think I'll hold the camera for this. You watch carefully. No, I want to go down lower. Can't do two at once. Maybe I'll put it back on these blocks, but jack the block up. Let's have another go. Maybe too high, is it? Yeah, too high. Maybe leave it down there. I think that's good enough. But here we go, you just watch me do this. Bit of plastic, right? You've got a good view of this, what it looks like, right? All the way around. Completely covered in iron sand. You get the bit of plastic. Wipe it across the top. Oops. Now look what's happened. Look what's been created. Chopped away so you get more of the shape of the magnet. Basically what we have is a northern hemisphere and a southern hemisphere. Don't we? Northern hemisphere. Stopping at the equator. In the flat earth model, it actually stop at the sides of the tropics. Northern southern hemisphere. See the two shades, the two colour shades. Two different shades. Can't miss it. There you have it, folks. The flat earth works just like that. You cannot debunk this flat earth model of mine. They can all moan and squeal, but at the end of the day, it all works. They all know in meteorology what happens at the tropics there. They like to tell you. It's the it's all at the equator, the wind variances with the pilots and that, but no, it's the tropics, crossing the tropics. I've flown to Samoa. Samoa's 13 degrees. We don't get any trouble on this side. It's when you're crossing back here at 25 degrees south, flying from New Zealand to Samoa. There's the turbulence here. Well, not turbulence, it's probably something different. Oh, well actually, turbulence, you got the roaring, no we're not. No, we don't touch the roaring 40s. I don't know what they want to call it. Maybe it's a turbulence. But it can't be denied. And they know the system goes like this with the wind and meteorology, so it cannot be denied. Also, we have the system here. If I'm in the southern hemisphere, there's the northern horizon. Star trails from the south. Several star trails over the night will give you these images. The southern field coming over my head is basically rotating around the northern hemisphere. Just as I've been saying all along. It reflects out from the centre north, sending an image out all around. As this turns, the image keeps turning. But you only see one image in your horizon, don't you? Not that you even see that, you need a camera. But the camera will see one image at a time. So you put your star trial there, you'll find that the southern field coming in like this. But you stay on the same tripod, don't move the tripod, just turn your camera a little bit. You'll get the other horizon, another view in your horizon. Another one. Then you can overlay them all if you wanted to show that this is happening. If you centralise it on this, and maybe use Orion's belt as a reference point as well. I'm not sure if you can overlay them like that, but that's basically what's happening. It's right through alchemy or esoteric pictures, knowledge, whatever you want to call it. That's what's happening. Can't deny it. 100% debunks the globe like that. If only people get out and look, check it out. Then there's the other issue of Orion's belt always being seen running parallel. It's in the tropical region here, directly above here, for 9 months of the year. It's actually 12. It's going around 24/7, 360 degrees over a whole year. But we lose sight of it in the view of the sun for 3 months. But we'll catch it for 9 months coming all the way around here. You only see a portion, and you see a dead straight line in your filming, which just goes to show the portion we see in our arc of horizon just shows us a straight line. That fractal is a fractal of this. Our arc of horizon is a fractal of the Earth's. Instead of seeing it going like that, winding away from us, if we're in the south, or coming back around us, if we're in the north, we do not. We just see those in dead straight lines. You see the curving of the northern hemisphere, curving of the southern hemisphere, but Orion doing dead straight lines, because that's the tropical gap. The celestial tropical gap cannot be explained with a spinning ball turning at the same time as going on a big elliptic all the way around the sun. You're either looking out that way at night all the time, or you're looking in. You can't do both. And if you're looking out, that means Orion's belt is on the outside at all times. Cannot come back inside between the... Well, this is the flattest. Yeah, that's their ball idea. Orion's belt cannot be outside and come inside for that 3 months between the sun and Earth. Can it? No. But I'm sure they've got some big convoluted flippant story to explain it, but it does not make sense. It's not logical. Okay, hope you enjoyed that little experiment. Share the good news. Thumbs up. Cheers.